Hello everyone again from the plot. It's a really lovely windy day today after all the sun. There's meant to be a storm today, so we just thought we'd come up and have a bit of a tidy up at the back of the plot where all of our bits and bobs are kept and by our greenhouse and stuff like that. And then I'm also going to sow some seeds just to try and fill in some empty gaps around the plot. So I've just sown some more chard, lettuce, things like that. And then I've also sown some broccoli because apparently you can keep it under cover. We have quite a lot of fleece up here, so I'll give that a go and see how we get on. But yeah, I'll show you what we get up to and what the plot looks like before and after. So it's not hot. So I've got some more chard, some rainbow chard, some lettuce, and then I think I did some carrots, which never go well, so we'll see how it goes. And then some broccoli, which apparently if I sow now, then I might be able to get an early harvest next year if I keep them in a polytunnel. So I'm thinking when the tomatoes go out later in the year, I can put the broccoli in there. And I think for the first time we're going to try and get the sunflower seeds. I actually only grow the sunflowers just because I like having some colour and the bees really like them. But I do have sunflower seeds on my porridge every morning, so I don't know why I've never tried to get them from these. I just tried one because the leaves had come off, and I read that once the heads start to droop and the leaves come off, you can give it a go, but the seeds were still a little bit too small underneath. So I think I've just got to leave them a little bit longer. But I've kept the one sunflower head in the greenhouse just to see if it matures. And then also this is almost ready. You can see that it's starting to flower. It's got, oh, sorry, it's not very in focus. Basically the ends of these have tiny little flowers on them, and then after they flower they'll go to seeds. I'm going to try and save some of these seeds as well. And I was a little bit worried about the pumpkins just because a few of the leaves had got really dry and crispy, but I checked online and apparently it's fine and it's normal for this sort of time of year, but they're starting to look quite good, starting to go orange. They're actually doing quite a bit better since I trimmed a lot of the leaves back, so hopefully they carry on growing because they're a tiny bit smaller than we'd like, but yeah, still got a bit of time, so fingers crossed. So these are the artichoke plants. I uncovered them the last time I came up just because they were getting a bit too big for the netting, and I was a bit worried in case they started getting eaten by bugs, but so far so good. There you go. And it's looking a lot tidier back here, so we lifted the IBC because it was empty and there's a storm coming, so we lifted it up and put one of the IBC pallets underneath that we actually had on the other side of the shed, and then we've hung our little watering cans up just to keep them out the way, and then we've got our cute little tool storage here. And then it actually feels like there's quite a lot more space because we moved the small sort of cold frame shed in front of the greenhouse. So now it's freed up a lot of this space, which makes it easier getting, you know, like our wheelbarrow through and things like that. and then we've got our little potting table, our greenhouse, which has now been tidied and has all of our seeds in it that we sowed today. And then back here we've sort of tidied up all of our pots and our buckets and little bits like that, and shoved the plastic back there that we use in the winter to cover the plot. And then also our shed is looking a lot tidier. Actually probably doesn't look tidy to most people, but it was crazy before. So yeah, we've got all of our bags in there, then all of our tools up there, and then hung up at the back we've just got like more bags and bits that we use. And then our polytunnel looks a lot better. Since we sort of cut a lot of the leaves back off the tomatoes, they're starting to look much better. I can't wait. And we've harvested a few already and they're just so much better than the shop tomatoes. There's a lot of stuff I grow which I enjoy growing, but I wouldn't actually say is that much different to supermarket stuff. But the tomatoes is one that I think is definitely worth it, and is a lot tastier when you grow it. But yeah, the watermelons aren't looking great. I'm just gonna keep them in. It was more of an experiment, but yeah, I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know if it's like not enough water, or maybe it's like the soil or something. But I'm just very much praying that this one will make it. And also, whilst we were tidying up, I found this piping that I got off Recycle years ago. I think it's basically a white version of that blue piping that people use to make little like grow tunnels and netting tunnels for their plants. And I do find that like my cabbage does so much better with the little netting tunnel I've got. But I don't want to buy loads of netting tunnels because they're quite expensive. So yeah, we found this and it's really good because it's quite a small size and small diameter, it bends really easily. So I've cut that up and bent it all into little semicircles, and then I think on my next video I will start making the little grow tunnel structures, and that will make everything a lot easier to grow, because I do find any brassica that I grow up here gets absolutely eaten alive, and also like carrots gets eaten alive. So I will show you that in my next video, and I'll probably try and order a few bits like netting and show you how I get on. Sky, is that your little hot tub? Leave it, that's not for you. That's not for you. So thanks for watching, probably a bit of a short and sweet video today, but it's looking a bit tidier and everything is looking ready to hopefully get some more bits in that are in the greenhouse. And I want to get as much out of this year as possible. Some of the things have gone well and some haven't gone as well, like the peas. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and my next video will probably be me creating my little grow tunnels.